Hey guys, it's Kansas Kid. Today I want to discuss what constitutes constitutional silver. Okay, so constitutional silver is defined in terms by anything that is US minted that is, 90%. Um, but, us as stackers or collectors or, people who go after numismatics, is there a different, is there a different, mindset on that? For example, um, 90% silver, people think of that as, your quarters, your dimes, your half dollars, stuff like that, that you stack, you know, for whatever face value. That is not for collecting. So it's more of a stacking item than a collecting item. Although, technically all U.S. Uh, silver coinage um, is considered, you know, junk silver, constitutional silver. I made the comment the other day that I have been stacking Morgans, and I consider these Morgans part of my junk silver stack. And although, these have a different content than your half dollars, your quarters, your dimes, um, they do contain more. I still consider these part of my junk silver stack. Okay, now stay with me. I also have other 90% silver that I don't consider my junk stack. So if I had a Carson City Morgan, it would not be lumped in with this. It would be separate, right? So, for example, this seated half right here, New Orleans Mint 1846. This is a 90%, U.S. mint of coin, but I don't stack it in with my constitutional silver. This is more of a numismatic piece. Now, some people it's kind of on the fence on these, and this is where I want to get your guys' mindset on this. Okay, so we have Barber half dollars, Barber quarters. I've seen you guys stacking tubes of Barbers, but the premiums on these, they can be a little bit higher. I have them marked on here what I paid. Oh yeah, that one's 20. The premiums can be higher because they're more of a numismatic coin. Like I said, I've seen you guys stacking these, but I don't stack these in like my tubes and stuff like this as a weight item because they have more value as a coin than what they do as junk silver. Same thing with the SLQs. You know, if they're completely slicked out and you can't see the date on them and they're that wore down, okay, I could see that if you're getting them cheap. If you're getting them for $5 a piece because they're slicked out, I would do that. But some of these I consider they have a higher premium. So, and as far as numismatic goes, it's what you can get out of the coin, what it is. But what is that? Where is that line? Where is that line in the sand that goes from, you know, from stacking junk silver to your numismatic? Because a lot of guys I've talked to, they say, I don't consider my Morgans part of my 90% junk silver. Like I said, I know there's different silver content, but it's very, very close. It is not that far. Um, and I still consider these as with anything else. Now, when you go to sell them, you have to know the difference of what it is. But all of these don't have any numismatic value. All they have is a stacking weight value. And then you get to, your dimes. Even the Mercury dimes lately, the price has been going up on them. So are Mercury dimes, are they kind of getting to that category as your standing liberties? Are they getting into that not necessarily stacking category? I still consider them the stacking category, that's how, that's what I bought them for. But the price is changing on them. The price is higher than what you would find, your pre-64 Roosevelts. So, when it goes to it, what constitutes constitutional silver as far as the mind of a collector to a stacker? These dimes right here. These dimes, these are not to be stacked. Do I have prices on these? That one's 14. Don't have a price on that one. But yeah, these dimes they're to be, more collected, not stacked in tubes, to be sold, as a bulk thing down the road. I consider, even your 40% silver halves. I have these, I stack them. If I come across them, I don't turn them away. Part of, and that's silver content, anything with, made with silver, 40%. But I consider all this, a stacking tool, not a collecting tool. But like I said, at what turn is it where you have a Morgan dollar that is worth, more money? If you have a Morgan that's, it's worth $50, you're not going to throw it in your weight stack. Especially if you buy something specifically by itself. If I buy a Benji, a graded Benji half dollar, specifically for the numismatic value, it's a totally different story. So, what I'm kind of asking you guys is, what constitutes, in your mind, constitutional silver from the stacking weight aspect to the collecting aspect of it, to your more numismatic pieces? It all has silver. It's all 90%. It's all, this is it. But there's a line. There's a line in it. What is that line? And I would say maybe, I'm gonna say it's a premium, a numismatic premium. At how far from your melt value to your premium does it make it a numismatic coin, is what I'm asking. If you buy this, what is the next step up where you're like, I'm not going to throw that in with my junk constitutional silver because it's worth more money? $10, $15, $20? What is it? I don't think I necessarily have a line right there yet, but I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to figure out where it needs to be at and what I'm looking at. You guys tell me what you think. I appreciate your time. I'll talk to you soon.